Few safety rules.
That's right. I mean, we do have a few safety rules for others. If you need guest assistance or have a medical emergency, or trying to support value off the side of the tram, reach up and grab the red emergency button.
Wow!
And I'll be back to assist you as soon as it's safe to do so. For the entire tour, please remain seated with your arms and legs inside you at all times. The studio is private property, so if at any time you drop your phone or just can't wait to use the restroom, hold the cord and remain seated. Please no smoking of any kind during the tour and be prepared. Our tour today features loud noises, sudden tram movements, fire effects, and many water effects. You'll want to have your cameras out for great photo opportunities with finally, for your safety and around you, please remember to stay while you're on board. Alright, those are the rules. Let's get to the fun stuff for you. We are headed down Universal's movie timeline, and on either side of the plan of the thousands of movies we made here. In our last 107 years, 107 years ago, we had a big birthday in the middle of March. I see some people pointing out pictures.
Diyan na pala. Ano mo dito? Ayan mo dito.
Our founder Carl is here 24 hours a day. We're headed down to our front lot, and our front lot houses 28 sound stages. What's a sound stage? It's essentially a giant warehouse where filmmakers can build anything their imaginations will allow. Coming up on your left-hand side, we have our first sound stage. In that sound stage row, you swing out to the voice. Take a look inside. The doors are wide open. The voice has moved to upper sound stages. There are husbands and already now taking the tour.
Oh, marami.
Our newest coach is Ariana Grande. She had a great season. If you were to take a look down your left and make your turns, eventually you run into Sound Stage 1 where Kelly Clarkson show. That's her talk show. So she's been on our lot for many years. Is the show Bel Air. Bel Air is made exclusively for Peacock, which is our streaming service. So don't do it now, but later when you get home, go on peacock.com. And you'll see a bunch of brand new content like Bel Air and Rutherford Falls, as well as your old favorites like The Office and Friends, and a lot of it for free. On your left-hand side, this might look like a boring parking lot, but here in Hollywood, it's very important. It's what we call base camp. And base camp is where or what you're going to see on our tour today. On your right-hand side, we have our Minions. That's part of the Illuminated starring Kristen Bell and Ted Danson. Ted Danson has not gone very far, however, he continues to work on our lot in his new show called Mr. Mayor. They're what we call contract players at Universal, meaning they have to fulfill a certain amount of reviews working for us before they can go to other studios like MVPs or our Metro sets. Coming up, on your right-hand side, we have Brownstone Street. Many famous celebrities have lived on Brownstone Street, like Jim Carrey and Bruce Almighty, Mindy Kaling in the Mindy Project.
Dito sila nagpe-play doon.
And in one of my favorite movies, Annie.
Movie.
That's where Annie meets her dog Sandy in the alleyway. Yeah, Sandy's being chased from the dog napper. And Annie saves him. Now, I'm a big fan of movie musicals. But if you're a big fan, specifically of Back to the Future, you're going to be really excited because right now we're turning into Courthouse Square, but you might know it better as Hill Valley. We're going to stop so you can get a good look
The
around.
Back in the Future movie.
Photos or videos.
Dito yan.
But please, of course, remain seated as you do so. Here's Bob Gale to tell you about the set.
Okay.
It was actually the back lot of the Courthouse Square that inspired the entire climax to Back to the Future.
I had seen something, the clock tower on that ledge. It was a ledge about that wide. And I was standing inside looking at the ledge, and I already had vertigo. I just thought there's no way in the world, no way I would stand on that. I was up there for quite a while. Of course.
The new show on Peacock I talked about, it stars Ed Helms from The Hangover, and he's also part of The Office.
The Hangover.
That series on NBC. We're turning on to one of our longest sets on our back lot. This is New York Street. And you came at a really good time because this entire area was closed for about 2 weeks for my guests because the game show American Ninja Warrior was filming right out here on the street. So take a good look around and then watch the new season and you'll see right where you were because they were filming right here. My co-host Jimmy Fallon is no stranger to New York. Here he is to tell you about his favorite town.
Hey everyone, welcome to New York. I got my start right here in New York on Saturday Night Live. This is actually my old neighborhood. Once got mugged over there by an old woman.
Yung para mga
This is
totoo.
my favorite hot dog guy. Hey, buddy, how's it going? Remember me? No.
Pati nagtatrabaho pala dito. Pati nagtatrabaho dito, nagkakaroon ng ano? Pera sa ano? Yung mga,
That's cool, guys.
oo,
I was just,
i-extra din sa mga movie.
So it's not exactly New York, but
Kung
a
wala
lot of
silang
times when we
ginagawa
see New
sa
York in the
ano,
movies, it was shot
ano
right
sila sa
here on the
movies.
Universal Metro sets.
Galing eh.
If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. Even if you make it here on the Universal lot.
I mentioned Alfred Hitchcock. We've also worked with Steven Spielberg and Jordan Peele. And this guy, Peter Jackson.
Sa King Kong. Hindi, malaking ano nito eh. The King Kong movie. Ito pala nila ginawa din. Grabe no? Galing na.
And sweep you up an adventure. Kong literally does that. I mean, you're on board the ship, you're sailing to a lost island, you're encountering monsters and
Galing ng ano.
creatures from
Galing ng ano. Tingnan mo.
times.
Tingnan mo na yung nagwalag guys.
So I was thrilled when Universal invited me back to Skull Island. And it's great to have you along for the ride. Now we have created this
King Kong.
immersive experience, so you're going to have your glasses ready. Don't put them on yet, but just have them in your hand because we're about to return to Skull Island.
Please stay seated. Hold on tight to your belongings like your cell phone because a guest dropped their cell phone yesterday and we never found it. Watch your arms and legs. And welcome to Skull Island.
Wow! Wow! Wow!
Baka mag-daw daw yung cellphone ha? Baka malaglag daw yung cellphone. Uy, natatakot ako.
Yes.
Bakit ako yung nasa gilid? Naging patay-patay. Ayun na rin.
Ano, di balik na siya. Wow! Wow! Oh! Oh shit! Oh! Shit! Oh! Nakikita niya eh. Nakikita niya. Oh! Ah!
That was Tranquon 360 3D.
Kasa ng takot!
She's gonna have a heart attack.
Oh, she's like a...
Sarap yan!
Are you okay, bebe? Are you okay? Huh? Hey, we're good now, bebe. Are you okay? Oh.
Kailan nila kayo mamoy dyan po?
Si Franz, ano? Hawak siya. Tingin, hawak siya eh.
Nagulat siya may tumalsik na.
Sumigaw siya eh.
Kami ang sigawan na doon. Okay ka lang? Kami tao.
The studio tour, the audience is in the middle of the environment. They're looking in all directions. There's creatures coming at them. They're seeing colors from this side and the T-Rex is from the other side. Working on a movie, we always know what
Ganda na experience sa 3D ano nila dito.
the shop we're working on.
3D nila.
People looking in all directions. Also, one of the themes of a feature film.
Yung Fast and Furious na mga car na ginagamit nila. Ito yun.
We were just in Courthouse Square, and that's where they were too.
Back to the future.
My favorite cars out here,
Ah, Back to the
Flintstone McBus, because they're basically glorified golf carts. Yeah, they're not as powered as golf carts.
Stone,
We have a sports car from Too Fast to Furious, because if we're mentioning picture cars, we have to talk about one of the longest running, highest grossing franchises in film history, our Fast and Furious series. The next film is called Fast X, also Fast 10, as in fasten your seatbelts.
Jurassic Park.
Dito na kami ngayon sa
Jurassic Park on
Jurassic
your right
Park.
hand side.
Ito yung ano nila, inanahan nila.
Ano yung Jurassic? Yung nag-ano, yung
The
nag-movie
third
sila.
in the trilogy,
Ito yun.
and was used at our Falls Lake area. On your left is the giant mobile lab that was used in the Lost World Jurassic Park. That starred Jeff Goldblum, because Jeff Goldblum's in all of them, am I right? It also starred Vince Vaughn
Hindi, ano nila,
Julianne
props.
Moore. Oh no! Sorry about that, guys. Vince Vaughn and Julianne Moore, and oh no, they got part 2. Well, you know it is. It's crunch. So, oh god. Did anyone not believe me when I said you might get
Yeah,
it today?
there you go.
Okay, this is your second warning.
Second warning, what the heck?
Was seen in a giant part of the where it's being pushed off the cliff by the T-Rex and it's dangling by its rear wheels. Except it wasn't a cliff at all. It was one of our parking garages that we drove by on our front lawn. If you remember the scene, it was raining, it was pouring, the T-Rex was not snoring. But if we filmed it right here in beautiful sunny Southern California, we had to create the bad weather ourselves because it hardly rains. So we're pulling into Old Mexico and showing you some of the techniques that we use.
Took the water. It's a flood water. It's raining. It's just like a raining.
The thunder is coming from large speakers on top of the buildings. The lightning is coming from strobe light effects, also on top of the buildings. And there's the rain.
Rain. Raining.
The rain is coming here from a very high-tech complex system. And how do they pronounce it? Sprinkler. That's right, there's a sprinkler. You can see the poles have trees. It shoots the water up, falls down naturally, and it looks like rain.
Damn.
We can create
like a
very
real-
high mists or total torrential downpours. It's just a twist of a nozzle. Old Mexico does flood though. I know I knew it. Watch out for your cell phones. Universal does go green and recycles that water to the top of the hill. We're actually on one of our green trails today. I'll tell you a little bit about that later in our tour.
Galing.
Flash flood.
Para ano, manahimik.
Hindi ba yung tumatama oh? Ang galing mag-drive.
Baka nung una nakatama yan nila message.
Galing mag-drive, Goy. Goy, magaling mag-drive.
completed as you do so. This is one of the most historic places on our back lawn. It's been around since the beginning. But a movie that came out here in the last few years is called Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, directed by Quentin Tarantino. Street are what we call facades. On your right-hand side, the clothing store and apothecary, the last building on your left, don't even have back walls. Facades are what we call fronts and sides of buildings. We don't need entire NBC's American Song Contest, a live music competition where one artist representing each U.S. state and territory competes to win America's vote for Best Hit Song. If you're familiar with Eurovision, this is the U.S. version of that iconic show.
Doon sila.
You can submit an application, and then your application will
Meron
be
pa sa
reviewed.
likod.
And then if you're chosen, you get to come back to the movie studio, not as a tourist, but as a guest of
Ito nga lahat
NBC.
ginawat nila.
Or approximately. That's because it's meant to look like the afterlife or the good place on a TV show called The Good Place.
You, Eleanor Shellstrop, are dead.
Cool.
This location, the afterlife, come on. I've never ever seen this. You're in the good place.
I'm not supposed to be here.
Nakakatakot ba?
I can't risk going to the bad place.
Maybe it's not all that bad.
How can I help you?
What is
Dami
the
naman
bad
dito.
place like?
Well, it doesn't sound awesome.